Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah. Bitch, I'm sipping on this Henny like somebody told me not to. I do what I want, you niggas doing what you got to. Got a brand new bitch and it's not you. Put these tats on my face, but I said not cool. I got cash in the bank, I'm like a damn fool. I pulled the cat out that hat like I'm Doc Seuss. East coast to the west, that's a Pac move. I gotta make it to the top, I cannot lose. I need money that look way more than decent. I be in the cut cause I be trying to duck the precinct. Fire Athena better than the Mona Lisa. Listen up real quick, I get you hip to this thesis. Keep a couple pieces of that candy, Reese's. Keep a couple straps on you handy, they creepin'. Bitch, and I know who got to work if you fiendin'. Better not act stupid though, I ride with them demons. Cállate la boca, can't you see a nigga scheming? One more shot of Henny, I'ma have that pussy leaking. I do what I wanna when I wanna and it's frequent. And I won't trust a bitch cause they always got secrets. Bitch, I'm sipping on this Henny like somebody told me not to. I do what I want, you niggas doing what you got to. Got a brand new bitch and it's not you. Put these tats on my face, but I said not cool. I got cash in the bank, I'm like a damn fool. I pulled the cat out that hat like I'm Doc Seuss. East coast to the west, that's a Pac move. I gotta make it to the top, I cannot lose.
It's gang, man. What's good? What's good? It's your boy E.B.H Black with Powerball Rich, the co-host. And guess who we got in attendance tonight? We got Big Cuz, JAS D.
What's up with you?
What's good with Big Cuz?
Thanks for having me, man. I'm happy to be here, man. I love the show.
Man, we thought we went live. We had a half a show already, and we wasn't even live. That's how lit it's been over here. Hey, I'm going to tell y'all right now. Put the women and children to bed, and we're going to go out looking for dinner. Because we're going to be talking about some real situations tonight. And, like... It's gonna get real important in here. We're gonna talk some man things. What's up, Rude Boy? What's good?
What's up with the gang?
What's good?
Right on.
Hey y'all, hey, hack into the YouTube page. So we're gonna talk about what's going on with men. Because you know, this show is really based around the men I hang around, and like the saying goes, show me the 5 people you hang around with, I can show you your future. Show me your 5 friends, I can show you your future. And so I try to hang with people that give us that game, give us that game. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't have that. So that's why tonight we're gonna have just a candid conversation, general topic. We're gonna talk about what's happening to men.
They're under attack.
They're under attack.
Yeah. We're gonna jump into some like male chauvinistic conversations so that's why he said save the women and children, like get them off this boat, because this boat about to get real rocky. Like, you feel me? It's been a minute since we flexed our muscles and showed our masculine manhood. You feel me?
Women and children need to stay tuned in. The reason why is because you need to understand why you're doing the wrong things, and you need to do them right.
Okay, well,
yeah,
you know,
I know if I tell them to go to bed, they're gonna stay up and look.
You understand what I'm saying?
gang, man.
The whole secret to the thing is you don't listen, right?
Yeah.
Now, that's what we're talking about here. What is it that we're not listening to? We're not listening to this black man who just came in and said, "Hey, man, I done had me a day today, man, and don't nobody really understand and appreciate what the fuck I'm going through, man."
That's Lex.
Okay.
That's Lex Luciano. 4 times Lex Luciano.
Y'all
know what it is. What's good with Brody? It's the gang.
Now,
hey, go to the YouTube page. We want to thank y'all because y'all really been hitting us up. We've been doing a lot of numbers on that YouTube. Every subscribe we get, we appreciate it.
We going up, gang, on the lights.
yeah.
So who is JAS D? While we go ahead and give him a good little intro, tell him who he is, so that way they know who they're dealing with before we go all the way in.
Yeah, this is JAS D, man. This is my big cousin by bloodline, man. DNA, my older cousin. You know, he been in the rap game. You know what I'm saying? He was up back there with, you know, during the break era of E40s, RBL Posse, the 415s, you know, the Mac Dre's, the Click. You feel me?
D-Shot.
Lil Rick, he didn't have work with D-Shot. You
Studio
feel me?
Tone.
All that Studio Tone. So, you know what I'm saying? He you know what I'm saying? I even bought his album out in Arizona when I was a young life. You feel me? I bought his stuff in a real record store, and I didn't even know that was my cuz. Like, I'm slapping it. I got all my partners slapping it. I didn't find out till like 20 years later, that was him. He was like, cuz, listen to my album I put out a long time ago. And I'm like, nigga, I know the words. You know, he looking at me like, damn, listen. I called my partner on the phone like, man, listen, we used to slap that nigga all day, every day. And it was my bloodline. So that's, the world is real small. You feel me? But now it was a group called UGP Underground Players. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
good.
I'm letting him know. I'm letting him know. It was called UGP, the album I bought, V-Town Players. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? This because JAS D, and I'm gonna let him introduce himself. You feel me? And y'all better try to get warmed up to him because he a cold nigga.
He go to gang. Thank you, little cousin. First of all, it touched my heart, bro. I want you to know that. E.B.H, I appreciate you, nigga.
I appreciate you, brother.
Now, Jason is a fair nigga, but he a cold nigga. Right? But I'm a fair nigga though, right? And I'm a rap fan. I woke up loving rap, man, and it's all I ever wanted to be a part of. And it's one of the things that I do. It's not the only thing that I do, right? Now, the man gave you my background or some of it, you know what I'm saying? I did records, you know what I'm saying? I didn't blow up. I ain't no rap star. You niggas ain't never heard of me, so it ain't like I'm a rap legend or no shit like that, nigga. But I rap. But I'm going to tell you what's the key difference to motherfuckers who go to the studio, right? Record their shit, right? And then only drive around in a car listening to it. And then a nigga who do those things that I just said to you, but then take it to the next steps so that when E.B.H was asking me a question when I came into his studio today, he was able to go onto the computer, type in Boss Players, and bam,
right,
all the shit, you know, my resume come up because I was in the record stores. So whatever that means to anybody out there in the world, that's what it means. So be it.
But what it means is that it's cataloged.
It's real.
And I can go back and see it. It's proof of it.
I put them records out in the record stores on my own.
Solicited music.
Right? I didn't have no record label. I mean, no deal. I am the record label, right? Me and my cousin Melvin and my uncle Rosebud, Bitter Dose, right? Yeah, y'all didn't know that, huh, John Dixon? Uncle Rosebud. Real shit.
Rosebud.
Now, we're going to get into that conversation at another time because I want us to stay focused.
Right.
Thank you for letting me introduce myself to the people who listening, but let's get into the topic because I think that's important. What's wrong with society's viewpoint of men?
Man, he said, let's jump right into it, gang.
Right?
So, you feel me?
So, PB, can we put it on your page?
I did.
Oh, I'm looking at the okay. Go to the PBR group page too, because that's where I am. I'm looking at the wrong page, I think.
So society said niggas ain't shit.
Okay.
And then they point to niggas in jail, niggas on dope, niggas that ain't in jail that's standing in front of King's Market or whatever location you at, whatever hood you at, right?
Yeah.
Niggas is dwelling somewhere, not really making no money. They really, you know, tennis shoe pimping, if anything, you know what I mean? Barely getting nickels and dimes, twos and fews, just enough to buy their weed for today and tomorrow, right? That ain't no real hustle, my nigga.
That's called loitering your life away.
Well, I'm just saying though, what it is a choice that's made when you believe, or I should say, when you drink the Kool-Aid, nigga. They told you niggas wasn't shit. Now you're gonna stand out there and act out the motherfucking part, you tramp.
Right. I told y'all put the women and children to bed because we're gonna talk about it.
Think about that though.
What's wrong with men?
Gang.
Okay, go ahead. One more time.
What I'm saying is this, bro. If society tell you and show you examples of the negative images of you and your kind, it does a few things, right? It makes some people get mad and then they just start acting out in a detrimental way to themselves or others. Some people say, well, fuck, I don't want to be a part of this group no more. I'm finna be a faggot. The women got it better than the men, right? That's what they do. Because it's easier to be a black faggot man than to be a black man in the motherfucking world, right? Because as long as they think you peanut butter packing, they ain't motherfucking fucking with you like they fucking with me and fucking with you and fucking with you. Real black men, you know what I'm saying? You niggas is warriors. So see the warriors.
We're gonna call them sweet teas, cuz.
Man, we can call them peanut butter packers. I'm calling whatever the fuck I want.
They might ban us.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
My bad.
No, we good.
My bad.
Hey, we well good. I told y'all we have a candy. Hey, no, you good. You good. You good. Hey, so hey, thanks Dwayne for hacking in. Hey, that's one of our new subscribers. Hey, thanks for hacking in. He said attack on masculinity, especially the dark-skinned brothers. Now, as funny.
No, not just dark-skinned brothers.
No, he said especially though.
Yeah, they try to make the dark-skinned brothers look as feminine as possible.
They don't want to talk about the immature females who's raising them. Ain't shit niggas.
Wow.
And so like if you look at like Lil Nas X, he dark skinned, right?
Okay.
See, they will use the dark skin to make it more black. You know what I'm saying?
So he looking like Liberace.
He looking like Liberace.
So
in order for them,
you're saying, I'm asking you saying this question. This is a question I'm asking. You saying they purposely sought him out and found out he was willing to look like Liberace. Now they parading him around every TV they can do, every video they could do, so that we could all get this sick image in our head of this young brother.
Yeah, and even if they didn't sought him out, he let's say if it was him and a light-skinned person, a light-skinned dude, and it was a caramel looking dude, they're gonna choose the dark-skinned one because that shows blackness at its fullest, right? So they all go in the room and they say, okay, we're going to choose the darker one because we can get our image, we can get that we can get that agenda over better than the light skin, because if it's a light skinned dude, you know how dark skins do, we're going to say, oh, that's some light skinned nigga shit.
That's heavy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what happened is to cover the whole spectrum, they're going to go get the darkest one to make the example out of.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's what I think he's saying, and he was like saying like Young Thug, and he said, "Yeah,
Young Thug." Yeah, that nigga
and then he
African
said,
as
"Yes,
hell.
sir, we sold out for the money, yeah, and for the attention and the clout."
So who is this Daiwan?
No, he's coming. He's the one on our YouTube page.
But his name,
Daiwan.
It sounds like Daiwan
Scoggins Sanders. Yeah,
dude got some good points. Thank you.
Hey, please go to the YouTube page so we can go and get them views on YouTube.
Yeah. And continue with the conversation,
yes,
man,
sir.
because what I'm feeling is it's not a one arm conversation, right? It's not a one lane conversation.
Mm-hmm.
This conversation about what's going on with man in society. Now we can make it a black thing if we want to, but I guarantee you, is white dudes out here experiencing the same hypocrisy that we as black men are experiencing when it comes to how we're being emasculated by society, and how the more manly you are, the more apologetic you wind up being, and the more offensive you wind up being to women, to especially at the workplace, right? Bruh, you can't say nothing, you can't do nothing. Anything you do is inferred as a threat. Now, if your internal fear as a person is causing you to be afraid of me and what I might do, or what could potentially do, and that is now an instrument that you're using to whoop me and beat me and do all type of shit to me with the laws and with the job hunts and keeping a job, and your supervisors don't like you and people say they intimidated by you, this, that, and the other, right? Because you aggressive type shit, right? You see why they can't keep a job.
Right.
You feel me? This is why you can't keep a job, because this type of bullshit going on, man. But what you got to understand is stand your ground. Black man, white man, Mexican man, Asian man, whatever man you is, right?
Whatever.
Stand your ground. Don't apologize because God ordained you to be a man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You didn't get to choose.
Yeah, and so the thing, and you hit a good point about in the workplace, right?
Yeah.
So, and then so even in society now, if you are if you're manly, you're considered toxic masculine. If you're too aggressive, right?
That's our cousin Omar.
And we was talking about that earlier. We was talking about earlier them saying that that men being manly or masculine is toxic masculine now, right? So what you think about that? Like, is that a
so
new social
it's toxic to a person who don't want to take responsibility and accountability for their feelings and emotions. So when your feelings and emotions are in my hand as an individual outside of your body, and now it's my fault because your pussy hurt, or excuse my language, your feelings are threatened in some way, shape, or form. It is now my responsibility to disarm that feeling. That's not fair. You manifested the feeling within yourself. All I am is here. So if my presence make you piss.
Right.
What you want me to do? What am I supposed to do if the mere presence of me got you feeling some type of way? Okay?
Exactly.
Because I promise you, I ain't feeling no type of way about your tramp ass, never. Motherfucker.
That's how men is supposed to move. But Dawan said Professor Griff exposed them dress wearing sellouts back in 2010. So let's talk about that.
Okay.
It's a couple ways we can look at that, but let's just look at it on the most basic level. They put these men in dresses, right?
Gang.
They tell you that, hey, that it'll make it funnier. Isn't that why your boy Dave Chappelle gave up $50 million because they kept going to his.
How about a different angle?
Okay, go ahead.
Let's take a different angle at this, okay? And we're talking about men who wear dresses or dress as women on television, and does that offer impact
and camouflage it as fashion?
Well, just hold on. Does it offer impact, positively or negatively?
It does.
So that's what we're talking about.
Right.
So what I'm saying to you is, when Flip Wilson was dressing as a woman and doing his comedy, it didn't make nobody want to be a faggot. Or excuse me, make somebody want to be
gay.
Yeah, I'm sorry for saying that word. If it's offensive, I don't want to get cut off. Don't go
up in a different time,
right?
y'all.
But what I'm saying is, when Flip Wilson was doing it back in the 70s, right, in the 60s, it didn't have this result.
Yeah.
So what is making it have the result it's having now? See, that's the conversation you need to be having. See, because the result is different. When Tyler Perry is dressing up like a woman and doing the Medeas and whatever, it's having a different result and a different impact on society at large than when Flip Wilson was doing it. Now, the question to you, brothers, is why? I have a hypothesis, but I would like to hear yours.
Yeah. Man, I feel like the reason why they pushing on this this, I don't know what it's called. I don't want to offend nobody, but
man, you know what it is. Quit playing some spiritual ops, like you tell me.
Yeah, I mean,
come on, bro. Come on, bro. Quit playing.
You know what?
Hold on.
This is my opinion. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Shout out to the Cuddy.
Hey, listen, in my opinion, I just feel like it got a lot to do with the spiritual ops. See, everybody always focus on their physical ops, man. Push them to the side. You feel me? I mean, they only can touch you right here and right now. You feel me? But the spiritual ops can touch you for an infinity, eternity. You feel me? What they do to you is more detrimental than what if me and E.B.H Black fell out and started, SOB, RBE at each other. You feel me?
Right.
Like
some real dumb shit.
Yeah, some real dumb shit. You feel me? So I ain't gonna worry about this man. If we fall out, I ain't gonna worry about this man at all. I'm just gonna go my way. He go his way. I'm more worried about what made me and him fall out. You feel me? Because that is the person that you need to focus on, the spiritual op. And so the spiritual ops, man, they working on us, man. Black people as a whole, not even black people, just people of color, even some white people, like, you know what I'm saying? They that hang amongst people with color or got children mixed inbred with each other. You feel me? They coming down on us, man. They trying to wipe us out with feminizing us in so many ways and degrees. Yeah. You feel me? Yeah. And they really trying to breed us out, because as they make our sons, homosexuals and run away from women, they are taking our women.
For real.
They are taking our women. Yes, they are taking our women. Where do you think they going? Because if you ask me, man, if we had to put a percentage on people of color and they attacking us, the people of color, how many, when you go out,
of the 13% of the American population?
Yeah, listen, when you go out I'm not trying to be offensive to nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? How many people do you see exploiting their sexual preferences, meaning the happy people, the gays? They exploit it. Like, I like a certain type of sexual like preference, but I don't wear shirts that with big boob women and hats and just letting everybody know, like, hey, I like big boob, voluptuous, thick women. I just wear t-shirts and hats.
You hit on
and,
something.
You feel me? What
you
if
hit
I
on
did that
something.
all day?
You
What if
hit
I
on
wore
something.
a paraded with a flag with thick BBW women on the flag all day? That's what you're doing. You're taking advantage of letting these people let you exploit your
advertising your sexual preference has become your cause for discrimination.
Yeah, and then you try to compare yourself to then you try to compare your sexual preference to a culture. Like gay people
to a civil rights movement.
Yeah, like you
as if they're the same.
Like, listen,
who you sleep with is not the same as being black or white.
Look, people
or
always
Asian.
try to get mad at me when
it's not the same. Problem.
People always get mad at me when I put this in perspective. Okay, don't get mad at me. It's just true. I like to have sex with dead people or dogs. Okay,
that's terrible.
I like to have sex with dead people or dogs. Right? Can I exploit that? Is there anybody going? I get picked on by him for having sex with dead people, and I get picked on by him by having sex with dogs. Okay, I feel offended. My rights are being taken away from me. Okay, I need to go to Sacramento State.
So he just came up with a new culture of people
but you know why
with a different fetish.
But you know why that's not.
So we keep expanding the fetishes.
You feel me?
That's because it started LBGQ TYN.
They started off at LG, and now they at Y and Z.
Right.
You can.
But the thing about it is, maybe
it's
something
all
like
fetish.
maybe something like that isn't like
no,
that's on concept. You're right. And if it was enough people that was into that, then it could be an agenda brought about with that.
Rally them,
but
like they did.
But what I'm saying, but the thing about it is, what's going on with this whole other stuff with the LGB and all that. So they're perverse. So the thing about if you pervert sexuality, right, to where you could do anything, right, then you have the ability to have this agenda to have children on homosexuality.
Sexuality can't be perverted. Let's be clear.
Well, it could
be. Sexuality can't be perverted.
It can't.
I'm talking if it's man on man, woman on woman, man on woman. Right?
And what I mean by perverted is by changing what is naturally meant to be and change it into something else.
Naturally meant to time out.
Because remember, we would say that was a perversion. That was a pervert.
The naturally meant to be is the question. So we, as human beings, are entitled to do what we want to do. So you telling me what we was naturally meant to do don't encourage me to do it. And I don't feel compelled to do it because you then said, well, you naturally was supposed to procreate, so you should be procreating. I disagree with that. So I don't have a problem with homosexuality.
Me neither.
This is where my issue lies. My issue lies with the obvious. The obvious meaning I don't get to put my blackness on or off. A woman don't get to put her woman on or off. Even if you do surgery, it's documented surgery.
Yeah.
Even if you dress up, you dressing up.
And if you had
you
to go to the hospital, they're going to treat you as a woman.
So my point being, everybody can do what they want to do. Do what you want to do.
Free choice.
I'm not telling you what you're doing is wrong. I'm not telling you what you're doing is perverted. I don't have no issue like that. What I'm saying is, why would you let us, the black people, fight the fight with the United States of America, right? Win the fight for civil rights. Then now you want to dance and prance and take advantage of it. Goddamn, where the fuck was y'all at? Because it's not just one group that I'm talking about. It's a lot of groups taking advantage of the civil rights that we fought for, that we won, that we negotiated black nationalism away from us for, right? We not a black people no more. We are part of the United States of America. Before that, we was a black people.
Yeah.
And it was a black group, and the group had an organization, and the organization had a head, and the United States was negotiating with that group. Now, after that, that whole thing was dissolved and disintegrated in exchange for civil rights and the Writing Votes Act. So what I'm saying is somebody paid a price to have that. Now, if you want to have what we have, where was y'all at? See, I don't like the Johnny come lately nonsense, man. If you gonna really be with the shit, be with the shit.
Yeah, but their interest is not, our interest is not their interest.
Bro, who is benefiting from the civil rights that we won?
Everybody else but us.
Oh, then whatever else you saying is a mute point to me.
Everybody else,
because that's the point.
Well,
who gave up something for civil rights? Who surrendered black nationalism? Who gave up something for it?
We did.
Who else gave up something? Name what you gave up. Because I just told you what we gave up.
They gave up their black leaders, bro. I haven't seen a Martin Luther King or Malcolm
X
since then.
We gave up black nation
in
the United States of America in exchange for the Civil Rights Act and the Voting Rights Act.
To be somewhat equal.
No, black people did that so that everybody could be protected under the law. Homosexuals, Asians, Mexicans, everybody under the sun in this country is now protected under the law, and the law is enforced equally because of what we gave up.
Yes.
Okay? So don't tell me about nothing until you tell me about what you gave up.
Yeah. Yeah, they ain't gave up nothing.
And so, and Dewan says
the Rainbow Bright team.
Okay,
Dewan says pedophilia is what they're trying to prep the people for. Just look at Dwayne Wade's son. And that brings to my point when I'm saying perverted, because although you guys might not have a problem with it, though, let's look at it from a religious aspect.
Okay.
Me, I don't have a problem with a homosexual. I hate the sin, but love the sinner, right?
Okay.
So I could say I have a problem with homosexuality. I have a problem with the agenda of homosexuality, because now it's no longer where it used to be a choice for if you were older and you want to do it. Now it's being promoted. It's in schools.
So the promotion is an issue for the promotion is an issue for me too.
Man,
the promotion is an issue.
And so now when he says pedophilia is what they're trying to prep the people for, just look at Dwayne Wade's son, when it's just okay to be like that.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying is that's not pedophilia. So pedophilia is more in line with what they getting R. Kelly on. Right, all the little young girls that he had.
Yeah, Macaulay Culkin, Home Alone.
Okay, but
Jackson,
then they don't say nothing about Woody Allen rescuing the little 7-year-old Asian girl and keeping her he adopted this child.
Yeah, I know.
He adopted her and kept her until she was grown.
He did it twice though.
What I'm saying though, bro, that's not an issue. But see, when black people do it though, oh shit.
And he says Asiatic melanated men from the East, we're the original. We were here first. They can never replace us. Absolutely.
That's why they hate us.
So replacing us is not the conversation. Taking everything that we have and winning because of it is what they've done. Right. So we could talk about our past and we could talk about our dynasties that are gone now, or we can understand that the next dynasty that we will have will be because we take ourselves more serious. I mean, it's just that simple, bro. You know what I'm saying? So when you as a black man, you know, PBR, and you as a black man, E.B.H, take yourself serious and force everybody of all races and colors and creeds to take you seriously, right? And treat you like the franchise that you are, right? Then we gonna have a chance to have a dynasty. But see, everybody got to be a franchise. Everybody got to be a Michael Jordan. Yeah. Everybody got to be a Kobe.
Yeah.
Everybody got to be Jay-Z.
Yeah.
See, it don't do no good if it's just one. See, this was wrong with star power. See, people become stars, right? Yeah. And then let they star fizzle. What was the point of you being a star?
From the gate.
So Dr. Dre made stars because he was a star. Okay? Yeah. Ice Cube made stars because he was a star.
Yeah.
Okay? Who did Too Short make a star?
The Pack.
Who did E40 make a star?
Sugar T.
Nah.
So just dig what I'm saying to you though, bro. Yeah. Dig what I'm saying to you, bro. Right?
Yeah.
Who did Oprah make a star?
Oh, a lot of people. Phil. Dr. Phil,
Okay.
Dr. Oz.
Who did Bill Cosby make a star?
The kids.
See, Bill put people in position of power.
Yeah, he did. They messed up later on.
They didn't mess, not all of them, because Will Smith's still popping. Debbie Allen's still
It's
popping.
a whole bunch.
Bill touched so many people they had to take him off the map.
Yeah, they had to take him off.
Will
Smith was
everything on NBC, everything black on NBC was because Bill Cosby was there.
And they had to tarnish him, huh?
And then when Bill had enough money to buy it outright, NBC, 37-year ago, date rape charges came up and the nigga in jail, and then they let him out of jail, and then boop, they just popped up with some more charges.
About this on the Cosby
bro,
show.
they just popped up some more charges, man.
Some more charges on
yes, they cuz just got out of jail.
I'm about to look it up.
He just got out of jail because they finna get him again because man, all of this because he tried to buy NBC.
Right.
If he would have just had his money and just been cool, he'd have been all right. It's like Kobe Bryant helicopter crashing. If he would have just let the pharmacy people have the name Mamba, maybe the helicopter would have crashed.
Yeah, no, that's for real. Though.
I know,
bro.
But the thing about
let him have the name. Let him have the name, man. Don't nobody trip off that name. Kobe, you already rich, man. Quit tripping off the name Mamba, bro. That shit ain't worth you and your daughter's life. But it's too late now.
It's too late now, bro.
You feel what I'm saying?
But the thing about it, if you want to make an impact, right, and you in position to make an impact, right,
yeah,
and you stand on what you stand on, and it's counterintuitive to the agenda,
they're gonna
Tupac you.
So what person don't believe that history repeats itself?
And y'all want to know what's funny? America know that what we talking about is like some facts,
right?
Somewhat leading towards the truth.
Because let me see that yellow cup.
Right.
We ain't did nothing.
That shit got the ice in it.
Yeah.
We ain't did nothing about it.
There you go.
Let me read the comments. He says they love is love until a man says he wants two wives. They say that's wrong somehow. They say that's wrong.
I could love every woman that I could have. And if you think I can't, that's because that's where your head is at, lady. I can love every woman that I can have.
Y'all don't want to get on this subject.
Did you hear what I said? I can love every woman that I can have.
But listen, let me tell you the truth.
Y'all just can't live together.
Listen.
Right.
Listen. This is what it is.
Right.
I can live with all of them.
They say it's 8 women to 1 man. Okay. So that means that it's mathematically impossible for every woman to have her own man.
Add the people in jail, add the homosexuals.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Add the people in jail, add the homosexuals.
Yeah.
It becomes 20 to 1.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's 20 to 1.
Okay. So look.
Right?
So
Thug
look.
man like me, here for you, baby.
Right?
It's 20 of y'all to 1 of me.
Right.
So if God made 8 women to 1 man, that means me, him, and him are able to have 7 wives. A woman for each day.
Oh, wow. That's
so
deep.
Here's what's interesting.
That's deep.
I don't just want a woman for each day, right? What I want are people who really want to be a part of the army. Right? Because I am a nation. Jason Dixon.
Deep.
I'm a nation.
That's
right?
how I think too.
And I reach and I spread and I touch everywhere in every place. And I need you to do what I need you to do. So you can either do it or you can't do it. You could be worried about who I'm fucking. See? So you be worried about who I'm having sex with, excuse me for my foul language, right? So worried about who I'm laying with or executing the plan that we discussed when I was laying with you. Okay?
Let me read this comments.
Feel me?
It said before we go too far, because I want to go down that road. It says low-key civil rights was the worst thing that ever happened to our people. Black Wall Street. Our people were striving and thriving without the Caucasians. And then Rude Boy says
facts.
Voting Rights Act's no longer in effect.
Okay.
And
I agree with all of that.
And then let me see. Leviticus 18:22 says it clearly, them MFs going burn in hell. He's talking about the homosexuals.
I know, but that's not right though.
Yeah,
you can't pick parts of the Bible. See, people who tap dance with the Bible, I don't respect them. So let's
what's tap dance with the Bible?
Let me qualify what I'm saying to you, sir.
The people, because
So to the people.
Yeah.
What I mean by that is when you apply parts of the Bible to strengthen your argument and don't live by the Bible in its entirety, it is hypocritical. Why? Because the Bible tell you in it, you're going to get it all and believe it all and rock with it all, or you're not. You don't get to have parts of it.
So let me ask you this.
Yo.
So do you believe homosexuals will get to go to heaven?
So I have no say or belief in what God do with what God create.
And so I think what he's saying is the Bible says that there will not be.
So you didn't listen though.
No, I heard what you said.
Okay.
But what I'm saying.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you straight off and this is my opinion in my heart, what I believe.
Go ahead.
God will not allow that in there at all. Okay. Even if you my own son and child, I would tell you to your face and be like, son, if you don't repent and change your ways before your clock ends or your last grain of sand drops out that hourglass, your last grain of sand drop out that hourglass. If you haven't changed by then, you will not make it into those heavenly golden gates. I am very Old Testament with this. I remember what God has done to a complete society called Sodom and Gomorrah. He did not play games with those people. And if he told you, if you look back and try to remember that stuff, you're going to turn into stone. And a lot of people turn into stone and they were stuck in those ways. You feel me?
Yeah. So I think that's where he was going with that.
Yeah.
And so
I'm just saying.
And Amber, shout out Amber. Thanks for hacking in.
Right on, Amber. So here's what I'm going to say to you, brother. And I don't have a problem with PBR's feelings and beliefs. Okay. I don't have a problem if you agree with them or disagree with them.
Yeah.
E.B.H. Right. So I live in a world where we have to care more about who we are as human beings.
Exactly.
Than what we read.
Yeah.
And when we just stop caring so much about what we read and what we think is the truth and the information, just touch each person and care about the person, man. And just it's a humanity that's being lost. It's not the Bible.
Yeah.
Religion can be lost as long as humanity is here. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, what is more important than a person living and being happy?
Nothing.
Okay. So if somebody tell me that their homosexuality or they're in whatever you call it, I don't know what you're supposed to call it. I don't want to insult nobody. If somebody tell me that's what make them happy, that's how they want to live out their life, and they being good people and they're not hurting other people, I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Now, when somebody tell me because that's how they want to live, now I think I should be able to teach it in school so that children are encouraged to try this way of life.
Yes.
I'm feeling some type of way about that because we talking about attacking the innocence.
Exactly. You persuading them. Because listen,
you're using social engineering.
Listen, shout out to Sean, We the Party Sean, man.
Yeah,
he always talk about this on his podcast and platform.
Right.
When I was younger growing up, I'm making a confession, y'all. When I was younger growing up.
Hey, somebody said my wife is looking for another wife.
He said my wife and I looking for another wife.
Listen,
he said it's women outnumber men 7-1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
and she shouldn't be by herself. So it's 6 women out there right now in their beautiful home. They got a nice job. Everything is perfect to be somebody's wife, but the dude in prison. Right? Yeah. Or the dude is gay, or the dude is married. That's just bad luck.
But yeah, listen, this is how I feel about that school situation, man. Like I said, I'm about to confess. As I was growing up, I think this happens to everybody. I don't think everybody is brave as me on this confession, but I just feel, in my opinion, I feel like everybody go through this. Yeah. And that school stuff can really deter your whole, just rambuck everything up.
It can form you good or bad.
Yeah, so look. As I was growing up, I already had I came to a forks road. Like, I already was confused. Like, nobody influenced me. I didn't see nothing. Nobody touched me. Nothing. I just came to a fork in the road where, like, do I like boys or do I like girls? I don't know why this popped up in my head, but I was young. And I still was a virgin. I didn't lose my virginity. I was probably in like the 1st or 2nd grade. You feel me? So I'm trying to decide, but I don't know what's making me think like that. So there was this one dude, and I knew he was gay, and he was my friend. I played with him, and he used to talk like little, give little hints that he liked me.
Yeah.
You know, so he even tried to kiss me one time, and I was like, "Hey, you tripping, bro? You feel me?" But I didn't stop being his friend the next day. I didn't go tell everybody this nigga tried to kiss me or nothing. So I just still kept being his friend. But then I don't know if it was God that played a part, but a girl that I really, really thought was beautiful, a Philippine girl, lived down the street in Richmond from me. And her brother was my best friend, Joey. Shout out Joey. His sister was bad, man. And she was older than me.
Yeah.
And like she was out of my league for surely.
Right.
Okay. So one day I'm playing with Joey. She called me in the house. And this was right around that confusion time.
Mm-hmm.
She took me in her room. She said, let's play house. She said, you're going to be the daddy and I'm going to be the mama.
Paula did that to me,
You
y'all.
feel me?
On Ohio Street.
Hey, Dewan,
Thank you, Paula.
Dewan, I put the link in the chat. I hope you see it, then you can come on. You can come on.
Long story
Taiwan
short, she took me in the house, stripped me naked. She didn't take my virginity, but she gave me a like an essence of what it would be like to be with a woman, a soft, beautiful woman that you love. Because I loved her, man. I don't know how, but I loved her. And she, my first kiss, you know what I'm saying? We humped, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know how to work my tools yet, but you know, we
got that thing hard.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we humped a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So after that, I made my decision where I like girls. I felt like that was the right thing. And when my partner, my little, you know, my gay partner, you know what I'm saying? I stopped really fucking hanging with him. I didn't really cut him off, but I was like letting him know, like, you trying to distract me. So what I'm trying to say is that school stuff, if they come into that fork in the road and then you got the school saying it's okay to be that way, then a lot of them might stampede that way of being gay.
Right.
So here's my response, if I may, E.B.H.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for sharing that. That was powerful.
Right.
Yeah. That was powerful.
Yeah.
Right.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Dawan, go to the YouTube page. I put the link in the chat. I can't send it to you. It's a StreamYard. If you want to come on.
Okay. So anyway, the response to that is what was missing in the equation was the conversation that didn't happen at home. Okay. And not necessarily with your mom.
And you know, both my parents was, you already know.
Right.
So I never had it.
So not necessarily with your mom, right?
Yeah.
Your brother could have talked to you.
Yeah.
You know, had you been in contact with me, I could have talked to you.
Yeah.
Right. A lot of people could have talked to you, but the people who's living with you is what I'm saying is this is who I'm hoping a young person would share this with. Your brother, hey man, listen, don't trip, man. I know you're gonna trip, man, but don't trip. And just run it down, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, see what it is. The reason why I say that is this. Fear. I'm looking in the camera when I'm saying this. Fear, right, is false evidence appearing real.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm gonna tell you why I said that. None of us are psychic. We just think we are. None of us can foretell the future.
Not at all.
Okay. So all we could do is walk down the road bravely, or walk down the road afraid.
Of what? Something that don't exist.
So the fear is irrelevant.
Yeah.
What you're afraid of is irrelevant. The fact that you feel this fear and this fear is driving your decision-making process as opposed to the courageous curiosity of a human being, which is what that was. Just so you know, as a first grader, you shouldn't even be thinking about sexuality at that time. But if your mind is thinking about sexuality at that time, not knowing which way to go is an obvious, I don't know. That's okay. Everybody don't wake up with a hard thing, man, ready to jump on the first woman they see. That don't mean you gonna be gay. You know what I'm saying? But now somebody is a counselor at a school who is going to try to persuade you that that is what that means.
Yeah.
Okay?
Hey,
Yeah.
See, that's the problem.
Yeah, man. Gang.
That's the problem.
hey, I heard something. Yes, I heard something yesterday
Love one.
about fear, like fear and worry. It said worrying is paying interest on a debt you don't have yet.
Listen, worrying never got worrying. What I say? This is what I say. Worrying never added a day in nobody's life. Okay.
Hey, what's good with it? Hey, we got you hacked in.
Who was that?
Were we saying your name right?
MG
Daiwan?
Flash.
Yeah, it's the one, man. Peace to y'all, good brothers.
Hey, peace,
Hey,
brother.
peace to
Peace.
you, man.
Hey, thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
Hey,
So-
no doubt, man.
Man, hold on. Where you from? Where you coming from? Like, where
It's
you at with it?
It's a threefold. I was born in the boot, Shreveport, Louisiana.
Oh,
Okay.
shout out to the big Louise, man. I stayed
Yes,
out
sir.
in New Orleans before. You feel me?
So
Okay.
I was raised in Arkansas. You know,
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Pig Suey, the Hogs. Now
Uh-huh.
I reside in the Lone Star State, baby.
In Texas.
You in Texas now,
Man, me and the white, we love it out here.
Right
For
on,
sure,
man.
for sure, man.
Right on, man. That's dope.
All right, go ahead and man, tap in, hack
So
in.
I want to ask you a question, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Do you believe that masculinity as a whole is under attack?
I most definitely do.
Why
And-
do you believe that?
And it's two. Well, it's really a lot, but I broke it down into two. Number one, it's like y'all said, it's that fear, that very thing y'all was speaking of, except this evidence is real. See, am I here?
Yeah.
you good.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
So
no,
this,
keep talking. It's gonna seem like it's not on.
We put you on the screen so the
Got you.
world
It's
can
gonna
see
sound
you.
like
Got
it's
you,
choppy
got
on your
you.
side, but just keep talking.
got you. So the evidence that they fear is because, just stay with me here. They're inorganic. We organic. So they fear us because what they don't want us to do is to find out who we really are. They don't want us to find out where we really come from, what our true potential is, because even Brother Malcolm said this. This is the most powerful weapon. So they gotta attack it here. See, it's the images,
mind.
and
You're talking about
the
the
mind, and
Okay.
everything that my brother with the 49ers was saying about him being confused. Now that never happened to me, but I had classmates that kind of dealt with that because they were unsure.
Mhm.
And this is where I'm going with this. The images we see on TV. I'm gonna start at the root and go all the way up. It's the images we see on TV. Number one. If you keep getting inundated with what? Male on male, male on male, male on male. Well, what you think they're gonna think? Oh, well, that must be the norm. No, the fuck it ain't. Because you got a conscience. You got to, excuse my language, but you got a
you
conscience.
You good? This
Yeah.
the late night hype.
You got a conscience, which I call that third eye, the intuition. That's the first eye. When you know it goes against you morally, like, man, if I run this red light, I know what's gonna happen. That's just like when you see two dudes, like, you know that shit is unnatural. But again, if that's the status quo, that's what they pushing, then it's almost like, oh well, shit, I don't want nobody to call me weird. Let me fall in. You know what I'm saying? Knowing damn well that ain't what you're supposed to be doing. But it's the attack on masculinity because it's the image that it portrays. It portrays a ruling class mentality. It portrays individualism. It portrays self-sufficient, meaning I don't have to fall in with that 88% over there. The crowd, everybody want to run over here and do this. Like, nah, I'm gonna go my own way. Oh man, what's wrong with him? He weird? No, the fuck he ain't. He ain't weird. It's like Nas said. I think it was on Illmatic or Stillmatic. Nas said it best. You grow stronger when you a loner. That's just like the young male.
Yeah.
When he get a certain age in that in the line pride, you know what? He can't follow his mama. He can't follow his daddy. You know what? He got to go find his own pride.
And that was on Stillmatic.
So when he alone, guess what? He grows stronger. So it's that masculine image that they gotta attack, but they gotta attack it, you know, on a subliminal way. You know, they gotta put the dress on. We give you $1 million. So you mean to tell me you a compromise? And not to get off tangent, but like I be debating with cats, you know what I'm saying, on sports. And I'm not gonna speak of the player name because I'm not gonna take that off y'all subject. But I'm like, so I asked the dude, I said, so you telling me you would put a dress on for $3 million? Hell yeah, I would. I'm gonna be glad when I cash that check.
That's sad.
I said, but no, I had to edify him though. I said, brother, you know what? I said, I really could roast you right now. I said, the 20-year-old me, I said, bro, I would attack you so bad, it would it would drive your confidence down. I said, but since you a brother, I'm gonna throw you a wrench. I said, go Google the American dollar and come back and talk to me. What you talking about? I said, go Google it, come back and talk to me. So he went and did it. He said, damn, bro, you put something on me. I said, so you see what I'm saying now? I said, bro, you would have sold your soul for something that has no value. I'm sorry, but the American dollar, just like I said, this is a small point, has no value. So back to the topic. If you put that dress on for $3 million, brother, you giving your own masculinity away for nothing. I said, and that's what they doing, but y'all don't understand it because all y'all see is dollar sign. Now,
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you
ahead.
this about that,
Go ahead.
that point you just made. This is important, I think.
Yes, sir.
I think that if you wear a dress or you don't wear a dress, if that creates your masculinity or decreates your masculinity, there's a larger problem. And you know what I'm saying? And what I mean by larger problem is, so the dress or not wearing a dress, when I was making this point earlier, when Flip Wilson wore his dresses and was Geraldine and made all of the jokes that Flip Wilson was making, it didn't have the same impact overall society that Tyler Perry's Madeira character is having. Okay, and I think it's interesting that same thing. They doing the same thing basically, right? An angry black woman, somebody auntie or somebody grandmama. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny. Okay,
Yeah, but I think they chipping away at it a little at a time.
so now you catching it. Now you catching it because the brother here is making a point of residual effect.
Yeah.
Now, if you keep getting inundated with something, it becomes less and less offensive. Till one point, it is acceptable, right? At one point, it is the norm. Okay, I'm asking you that is that where you going with your point, good brother?
I'm gonna say partially.
Okay.
Now, when you brought up the issue about Flip Wilson, now
Yeah.
that was before my time, so all I can do is I
Look it up.
can attempt to understand
Same
where he
character
was
as
coming
Madeira.
from. Right. Now,
Okay.
this is what I put on guys who choose to assume that role. Now, again, not who they are personally, just that role. Now, back in the medieval times, which those were our people too, but that's another subject. But they had a character called a minstrel.
Yes.
You follow what I'm saying? A
Yes.
minstrel would entertain the royal court, where if he would be out there getting a python on his face, or slipping on a damn banana, or putting on the dress and the makeup and all that. See, at that point in time, he was portraying that minstrel character, but it really wasn't. The agenda wasn't as prevalent because everybody didn't have access to the television in the 70s like they do now. When you see Tyler Perry, first thing you think of Madea. But do you think of it in a bad way? No, you think of it in a comedic way.
I think of it in a bad way.
But and I do too. Don't get me wrong. I do too.
I just don't qualify where I'm coming from.
Exactly.
Correct.
But it's like if you dumb it down, like my brother said, then it's like, oh, okay, well, you know what, man, that's just him doing that. Oh, I can do that. I be seeing cats doing their little skits on Facebook, which would be funny. But at the same time, it's like, now, what would his father say? Would his father approve that?
Hey, you brought up a real good point because it is funny, but I don't watch them for the simple fact that I'm not going to perpetuate men feminizing themselves.
Hey, and I salute you.
And as funny as it could be, I still decide I'm not going to prescribe to that, share it, or anything like that.
Okay.
And so then it's an attack on masculinity where we can all agree with. So you made a comment about you and your wife is looking for another wife. So let me ask everybody here. For a man in 2021, let's say a man in 2022, should a man in 2022 get married nowadays? Knowing what we know about women, manhood, just all
you
of
have
that.
the same responsibilities whether you marry him or not once you have kids with him. So I don't think that marriage is relevant. See, the marriage, the organization, the whole concept of marriage is two people joining and becoming one unit. when we getting married right now, it's because you hit the jackpot. So it's different, right? When women getting married right now, it's a business decision. When men getting married right now, this the baddest, finest thing he can get his hands on, and he can deal with her. You know what I'm saying? So
Jada Pinkett, Will Smith.
you feel me? So I'm just saying though, bro. Jay-Z and Beyonce. Now she dope, he dope. Neither one of them should have married each other though like that, because how can two suns, like the sun in the sky, right? Two flaming stars, right? Just brilliant stars. How could they both keep blazing in the same house? That's even if it could work out, it's gonna work out in some uncomfortable manner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna be a healthy thing. That's gonna be some weird shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so
Yeah.
I salute them for doing it and being able to do it and successfully doing it. I couldn't imagine doing it. I was married for 17 years. I was with the woman for 19 years. We had 2 beautiful kids. You know what I'm saying? We loved the kids. We didn't use the kids as weapons against each other for the most part. You know what I'm saying? I'm water under the bridge type guy. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I put the kids through college. She helped, you know, as best she could. And, you know, the kids went through college and, you know what I'm saying? They college graduates now. So that's a happy ending.
Yes.
Right. But the thing is, I had to leave my wife. She divorced me. Right. But I didn't want to leave the house. She divorced me. I had to leave, though. I had to leave my wife in order to raise my family because of how toxic living in the house with my wife was. Okay. Now, this woman was a wonderful mother, a wonderful homemaker. Just man, dude, I'm like, damn, she fine as hell.
Beautiful woman,
right?
Beautiful. I told my cousin today, man, you did right.
Every time me and her was in the same room, it was thunder, clouds, and lightning.
You know why? In my opinion,
just goddamn, bro.
This dude got a strong head, and he picked an even stronger headed woman. So it was just like somebody had to bow down, and it wasn't gonna be her. And it wasn't gonna be him.
Right.
So it feel like when 2 people like that can work out, but I'm gonna tell you, it has to be the man that has to bend the knee. I ain't gonna lie.
To acquiesce, huh?
Yeah, because the woman that he chose, she's like he said, she's a shining star, a universe in her own. So you're not gonna come overcast nothing over here, boy. I'm beautiful, light-skinned, beautiful, got good hair, beautiful eyes, beautiful nose. I mean, perfect, man. This man's wife look better than Vanessa Williams, man, and everybody. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? This is my cousin. He know how to choose them. But now it's just that she wasn't going to do too much bending that he needed her to do. And he wasn't going to do it, but he should have done it. So in my opinion.
Yeah, okay. I get that. So that's what we're faced with today. Strong-minded women, right?
Yeah.
The modern woman, right?
The modern
woman that's in her bag, the woman that don't need a man, a woman that can live on her own because she doesn't need a man like in the 50s to provide money for her. She don't need you for nothing.
Have a baby without you.
So with that being said, right, and have a baby without you, right?
And then look,
so that's
the system.
Oh, go ahead. And so what I'm saying is now that's a relevant dynamic because there's a whole nother generation of women that's under that woman because she was part of the original women that were like that. Because now there's a whole generation of women that just totally
they up under that act.
Right, they up under that act. So with that being said, as a man, as much game as you got, as much self-sufficiency that you have, as much how grounded you are, is it worth for a man to be married in 2022?
So the answer simply is no. Okay. But I can qualify reasons why you would marry, right?
Me too.
Right. There are reasons why you would marry.
Yeah.
But if I'm talking to my son 25 years old right now, and he's saying, Pops, man, I'm thinking about moving in with this chick, man. You know what I'm saying? Our combined incomes will be such and such and such, and you know, everything gonna work out and it's gonna be cool. I'm gonna tell him straight up, Jason, don't be a sucker. And I don't mean behind her. What I mean is be the complete man that you have to be to deserve this woman.
Yeah.
See, when you get into a 50-50 deal with your woman, man, that's a mistake, right? Your woman got to be able to come into your world, come into your house, come live with you. Come on, we're going to do this. You know what I'm saying? Because I've created a way. I created something for us. All these people, boyfriend and girlfriend, are living at their mama and daddy house and then making a family and then expecting the dude to be able to just jump into an apartment with them and, you know, don't miss a beat and be a good dad and be a good husband. That's stupid ass planning, a stupid ass thought process, man. That shit can't work. You feel me? So what could work is like I tell my son right now, look, man, you got to have your own shit. You got to have everything. You got to live there. You got to be comfortable in your own skin.
Right.
You got to live by yourself without being afraid of the dark, nigga. Without living at your mama house, without living at your daddy house, without living at the college dorm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Without living nowhere. Living by yourself in your building, paying the rent, worrying about paying the cable, worrying about paying the utilities, whatever it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? And making it all happen. The car note, the insurance, making it all happen.
It's a lot of bills, man, in the world.
Doing it for a consistent period of time to whereas taking on somebody into your house ain't no thing.
Right.
Because see,
y'all hear that? That's that apex preppinism 101.
You know what I'm saying? So when you get your woman, ask yourself this out there in the world right now, right? Anybody. When you get your woman, are you really getting a business partner? Is that really what you want? You're going out there and you're hunting and you're out there going
happy,
looking for a business partner.
Yeah,
no. You're looking for this woman who you could look at for the rest of your life. You're looking for a woman who you believe is gonna mother your kids and be the woman of your house and take care of your family while you be the hunter warrior gatherer. Now, if you don't want to be the hunter warrior gatherer, you don't want no woman.
Dang, man.
Hey, Carl, I don't have nothing to say. The only thing I'm gonna say is I want to let DeWine make some comments because he makes some good points.
Okay.
He says she got to be able to amplify you, not be a detriment. Like that is big. Hey, you there, DeWine? You there?
Yeah, I'm here, brother.
Yeah. Reading your comment that you said
point.
she got to be able to amplify you, not be a detriment. And then you say you tell all your young cousins to vet the woman or woman thoroughly before he go exclusive with them. That's
not possible.
So what do you think? What do you think about dating and marrying and just masculine women?
Now, I know it's a group. I think it's a group me and you in that sip and converse.
Yes.
Where they talk about this. See, the problem with that and what I've been looking at is it started with that civil rights movement. You know, it started with who? The man, the woman, the child. But then all of a sudden, what did it end up being? Just a woman and a child. So now you got the women trying to assume the role of a father because you hear them saying, "Oh, I'm the mama and the father." No, the fuck you ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't disrespect no man like that. Now, and I always say this. I always have to give difference. Women are beautiful. They're essential when they're in their right mind. But that's the problem because the vast majority of them, they're not in their right mind. I don't care what nobody say.
The society is programming them to be crazy.
Exactly.
So, you made a point. How could they be when society is programming them to be otherwise?
And that's where I'm going with that because
word from me.
when you have that particular man who is a rational thinker, meaning he proactively seeks peace, order, and he established from the beginning, okay, this is what I'm not gonna tolerate. Now, this is how I do this because when these guys get with these girls, I'm like, oh man, I'm like, hold on. You telling me that woman never showed you no signs? Going back to Will and Jada, because I'm like, you had to see it, but you just. But you know,
anyway.
But you know what they done? They purposely turned a blind eye and was like, "Oh, it's gonna get better." No, the fuck it ain't. If you don't address a headache, is it gonna get better if you don't address it? No. if you have a sprained ankle and you don't address that sprained ankle, is it gonna get better? Maybe, but it's gonna take a while because
Yeah.
you're
You
not
have to address it.
applying. Exactly. You're not addressing the issue. So when I see these dudes doing this, I'm like, so she didn't show you no sign? Man, no. Like, hold on. I ain't asked you all that. Did she show you some signs that's a yes or no? Because I got a partner now. I won't disclose his name. But in the beginning, he was like,
We
oh,
all
everything, yeah,
Right.
everything was great. It was this, it was that. Now he complaining. But I'm like, bruh, why you not teaching her these certain things that you say she lacking in? Like, why you turn her down? Uplift her. You know what I'm saying? I said, either you're gonna do one or two things. Either you're gonna teach her what you want and uplift her, or cut her off. Like, nigga, you keep coming to us with your problems, but you not trying to improve on them. Like, nah, bro, you been an agent of chaos. That's how I look at it.
do you agree that women by our society are being conditioned and brought up to not be reasoned with, to not be agreeable with your compromises that you might offer?
The majority of them, yes, and this is why. Because
Okay.
they're a product, they are a product of their environment. When you don't have that man in the home who
Mhm.
can guide and teach them the correct way,
Mhm.
then it's almost like
Mhm.
it's kind of like, hey, you know what's gonna happen. It's like this is set up to fail. Okay. Like it's you got the strong independent. I don't need no man, but behind closed doors, you popping antidepressants, you emptying wine bottles, you got all type of dildos. But what's
Yeah.
going on? Because if
Lonely as hell.
you shouldn't need all this. You
You
know, that's
lonely
how I'm
as
looking
hell.
at it. You know, it's like
Listen, all the
you know,
strap-ons in the world can't do what I do, brother.
Right.
can't you and
Man,
that's why I can't that's why I came back.
all
That's why I
that.
came back to that comment. We are the original. We was here first. Our
Yeah.
energy, it can't be replaced. It can't
Yeah.
no matter who you try to prop up, no matter who you try to, no disrespect, but to the ones who I call them the little boys, the little girls who wanna, they don't like men, but why the hell you trying to look like one? But anyway, you doing all this shit, but it's like
That's wild.
Hey,
I'm really trying to make it make sense. It's like you
You
don't
can't.
like,
You can't make
man,
oxymorons
hey,
make
it
sense.
doesn't
but you trying so hard to look like one. Like what? Okay,
it's
okay,
Flash, man. Hey, Flash.
okay. But
Tell me this.
that
Tell me this, right? Tell me this. Them women, right? They'll
Mhm,
run around the whole world, right? And
mhm,
they'll share the same dildo,
mhm.
but women won't share their man.
You know why? You know why? That pride and that ego.
and
Pride and
competition
that
Because she
ego.
society.
believed that she's enough for him.
Yeah,
She
you
believed
are
that she
not
too much
enough.
for him.
You are not enough. God
She
made
too much
that.
for him.
Listen, take it up with God, man. He the one that made y'all one too many for less of us.
No, it's 20-1.
Hey,
Hey,
It
hey,
is.
it's 20-1, bro, because you got to factor in the homosexuals. You got to factor
Yep.
in the ones in jail. You got to
Yep.
factor in the ones that's toe up that can't get you in the house.
Yeah.
After that, it might be 40-1. After all that you
Hello.
just broke down,
Hello.
Me,
y'all
it
gonna
might
make
be
it
40 to
better
1.
in a
You
minute.
see why I need 5 wives?
Hey,
Hey, but I'm gonna come back to the marriage thing. I think
Okay.
like with what they promoting on TV, honestly, and this is just something that me and my brother like. Which I call him. That's another brother that's he into. I say he's in the know. He ain't falling victim to what the 10% and the 88% trying to push on the
Okay.
folks. But I'm
Okay.
gonna say this. I'm seeing more people get married for image, somebody to match their image rather
Mhm.
than matching their spirit.
Shallow
Because
people. Shallow
when
people
you
get married.
I did say this
exactly,
earlier.
exactly, because when you marry for image, it's like, okay, yeah, you got the image, but what's gonna happen when you get bored of the image?
It's
What's
gonna
gonna
fall
happen when
apart.
you get
Exactly.
tired of that image? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Y'all ain't connected here. Y'all ain't connected
Or they get
spiritually
married for money,
or for
financial.
money.
You fall off.
But that's image. Money is image. All of it is the same category to me. I agree with you, good brother.
Man,
Now,
you hitting
let me
some
ask you this
points.
question, man, because
hmm
on your screen it say MC Flash. On your other thing it say Daiwan. Which one do you prefer?
Either one, man. This is the one I use when I got another brother of mine
Flash.
that
Okay. Yeah,
we
I just
do.
want to make sure I'm
Yeah.
hitting you by your right handle, bro.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. No
You know
problem.
what
No
I'm
problem.
saying? And I
No
was all
problem.
due respect, man. And I
Yeah.
appreciate you taking the time to talk with us tonight because one of the things that I believe, man, is that it's more of us of like mind
It
than
is.
are divided.
It
Okay.
is.
And if we really just stay in our own lane, we gonna stay in the same kind of trouble that we in right now, good brother.
It is.
The way we get up out this trouble, man, is by conversation, right? But effective conversation,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because what we
Yeah.
haven't really discussed tonight, we talked about symptoms in my mind. We haven't really talked about solution, cure, resolution, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because in any good conversation,
Resolve.
there has to be resolution.
Resolvement.
Okay.
True.
So
True.
if masculinity is under attack,
What do we do to protect it?
thank you.
Now that's what we need to talk about. What
Let
do
me read this comment first.
Okay.
It says, Locos World said, it's spiritual war on men because as men, we are put here to be leaders. Strong men build a strong structure. You take out the head, no order exists.
Yep.
We as men gotta keep shit in order without
Yep.
it all bad.
Gang.
Without it, it's all bad. And that's
Yep.
that's pointed to the solution. Like what, like you said,
So
what
stay
is
in the house
solution?
with the toxic woman. Don't get divorced and make it work.
Hell no.
Well, okay then, man. Shit, don't be typing that bullshit and making me think I'm finna go for it.
Now, this is how I look at this. Now,
what Flash said, man. Flash said,
yeah,
when people like they get in these relationships, it don't matter if you're getting married or if you just want to have a quick fling or whatever.
yeah,
Like, if you want something to work, man, you got to get to understand that person spiritually and mentally, you know what I'm saying? And like morally, you got to nowadays, like if you serious,
you have to have morals.
Yeah. If you're seriously looking for somebody today, they have to have morals. They have to have a spirituality.
Okay.
If they have to have some type of
accountability.
Now we're getting to a solution.
Yeah.
So now we're getting to a solution. Okay, this is where I was headed with my conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So accountability is genderless. Okay, you don't have to be a man to be accountable. You don't have to be a woman to be accountable. Okay,
Yep.
having morality, having a moral compass, and being able to decide in a heated moment or in a questionable, passionate moment, in a whatever moment. This is not what's best for my home. This is not what's best for my house. I'm going to make a better decision. That's at the heart of everything. So can we choose family first for real instead of just saying family first? See, when you make that choice, you don't get the new outfit. You don't get the hairdo. You don't get the purse. You don't even get the nice car.
Yeah.
Y'all save up for the house.
Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't even. This is how I look at it in two ways. Number one, we got to get rid of these simps and these beta males. That's number one. But
you gotta get rid of the
now please
suckers.
qualify who are the simps and who are the beta men. We need to know, please.
Yeah,
you can put them in the same category, and I call them red carpets because they will let a woman walk all over them. They won't have no backbone. They won't stand no ground at all.
He don't want no smoke. He don't want no smoke.
Hey, and it's embarrassing because it's like, and this is where I'm going with this. If we let's say us four brothers right here establish a code of conduct, meaning when this woman get out of pocket, she can't run to you, she can't run to him, she can't run to them over there. Everybody she go to, he gonna hold that same code of conduct, meaning we're not tolerating that shit. So it starts there. When you establish the rules of engagement, meaning all this shit right here, we ain't tolerating this.
The rules of engagement.
They don't have a choice but to get their conduct in order now. Why? Yeah. Because you're not finna go over here and have this dude bowing down to you and what Jaheim said, you better put that woman first. But now you're falling out.
And look at him now.
So what? And then they left him for dead.
I'm talking about hey, y'all remember that? Y'all remember that Disney movie Hocus Pocus when they was doing that stuff to the kids and sucking them dry? That's what that woman did to Jaheim. Like, she just sucked everything out there, man. I was like, I said, man, the man lips is crusted like I've been over there in Iraq, and he look like he been over there longer than me. I said,
she took it all, man.
And you see that meme they made out of him and Too Short, like
Bruh.
put that woman first versus E.B.H. Too Short look good, nigga.
Hey, in a roundabout way, it was some truth in there.
It is some truth in there.
So now I agree with everything you said right there, good brother. I've been rolling this backward. That's why I had my head down. I apologize. So now here's the main follow-up to it, right? Because we're talking about resolution, man.
Yeah.
I can't just sit here and say, okay, masculinity is under attack in society, and we just get to know about it, and that's it. I'm saying, okay, if masculinity is under attack in American society, the natural response to anything that is under attack,
Defense Force.
stand your ground,
Uh-huh.
double down.
True.
Right.
I'm all man.
True.
Ain't no bitch in here.
True.
I don't care that God decided. I didn't decide. See, this was so dope about it. If you believe in God, if you believe in Allah, if you believe in a higher power, if you believe in a creator of all things on earth, you can call it what you want to call it.
Yes, sir.
That being decided you would be a man.
He did.
Okay. And
makes no mistakes.
Well, whether he make a mistake or not is irrelevant because the decision is made. Now you have to do the job.
True.
Now you the one want to pull a parachute or not. You the one want to hit the eject button or not. You want to be a man or not. Or you want to be your version of a man because your version of a man have less resistance in it, right? Than a correct version of a man. See, the correct version of a man take on fades. See, if you want to give me a fade, bruh, even though I don't feel like fighting right now, bruh, out of respect to you, out of respect to man, right? Because my daddy ain't gonna let me, my brothers and them ain't gonna let me. I gotta take that fade.
Yeah.
It ain't about me wanting to fade, Dad. Cuz said he wants to fade, man. And it's fair in the game right now. So I gotta give Cuz the fade. Now, right now, you can't walk out into the street. You can't walk out into the street and ask somebody for a fade and get you a fair one.
No.
Hell no.
No.
I mean, you gonna come to him
Hell
correct,
no.
bro. Flash, you gonna come correct. You gonna look him in his eyes, bruh. This and this and this happened. I need that fade. Bro, the gun coming out, the knife coming out, the partners is jumping in, the nigga mama getting involved in it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Not my baby.
Yeah.
Everything gonna happen, but the man being accountable.
Yeah.
So back to that point that I was making about accountability, right?
Yeah.
It has no gender, bruh. It's not a man thing, it's not a woman thing, right? Being accountable for who you are as a human being is how we begin to have a better society. And women who are upset that men are getting more glory than they're getting as a whole, as a group, need to stop holding men hostage for that feeling. Because the WNBA is open for business and don't nobody watch it. Right? So the softball is open, the women's softball is open, don't nobody watch it. The women's soccer is open and don't nobody watch it. Everything is open. They got women boxing now.
Right.
Don't nobody watch this.
Women.
Don't, man, listen, man. If you like to see your woman fighting, bruh, more power to you, right? I ain't mad at you, okay? I personally like to see mine naked laying in my bed.
Right.
Agreed.
Right.
Now, if that's offensive to women of the world, because I believe that I'm happier seeing you naked in my bed than seeing you punch another woman in the face in the octagon. Fuck you.
Basically.
So what you saying? Everything, and I'm following, and it took me somewhere. So
okay.
Let me ask y'all brothers this, because I'm sure like y'all watch the NBA, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, if how we're talking about this issue right now, you take Michael Jordan and you take Kobe Bryant, you take their mentality and their mindset. Then you take LeBron James, you take Kevin Durant, and you take their mindset. Now, would I be wrong to say that Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant on the court and off the court displayed more of a masculine alpha personality, meaning they could take adversity and not fold, not give in, and not fall prey to, you know, someone the challenge, the moment never's too big for them.
So
This is where I'm going.
100% yes. Michael Jordan more so than Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant had to grow into his after he folded under a little pressure, right? But
Right.
I can respect and accept how he reinvented himself, became the Black Mamba,
Right.
and you know what I'm saying, changed his basketball number, did all.
Right.
I love it all, bro. It's a beautiful story, right?
Right.
So I'm saying yes to the crescent of your premise, right? So
Right.
go ahead with your point.
Now, the reason I'm saying that is they both had strong father figures in the home. As to LeBron James and Kevin Durant, they had the single mother. Now, when you growing up as a young man, because I know this is me, with me, my father in baseball and football. You know, hey, he was their regular father, but in basketball, and I tell my wife to this day, hey, listen, I could go down there, hit a layup, come back, get ready for defense. And I'm putting my hands on my knees because I'm getting ready for, you know, the team to come down.
Get your hands on your knees.
I can hear my dad, boy, the one got his hand on it. He must be tired. I'm over here like, first time I just block it out, you know what I'm saying? Then, hey, I go down there, I miss a shot, and I come back, look at him, now he missing shots.
He tired.
You know what I'm saying? I'm over here like, you know, like it's like I'm not gonna, you know, embarrass my father, but in my mind, I'm like,
it's not good enough though.
You know what I'm saying? Shut the hell up. Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So it's like it was only in basketball. Even in track, he didn't do that. He didn't do it in baseball. He didn't do it in football. It was only basketball. But you know what? I look back on something. Every time he said that, I took that frustration out on who I was guarding.
Yes.
And I'm not knowing, like, okay, what he really was doing was motivating me in a roundabout way. But I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't realize it till I got older. Because when I'm younger, you know, it's like the brain is still developing. It ain't ready to understand what your father doing. To this day, you can ask my wife. I talk to my father every day, and I'll be like, Pops, I appreciate everything you put on me. He said, yeah, son, you see now. I know you were mad at me. I know you cussing me out. I know you probably telling me shut the hell up. But now you see, I said, I appreciate it, Pop, because what you did, you got me ready for this real world. Right. And I had to do this to my, you know, to my bonus son. I had to sit him down like, hey man, listen, the world don't owe you a goddamn thing. I said, I don't know what you accustomed to, but where I was raised, all this excuses and deflecting, nah, bro, that shit ain't gonna fly over here. I said, now I'm gonna tell you like this. As long as you try and as long as you putting forth the effort, man, I go above and beyond to help you. Because I said, that's my title, that's my responsibility. I said, but the moment you want to sit on your ass and complain and, excuse my language, act like a bitch, bro, I'm not doing shit for you, okay? You ain't getting shit from me, and I don't give a fuck what you got to say about me because you ain't experienced the shit I done experienced. Understand that. Matter of fact, I had to tell him, I said, overstand that. Hey, you know what he done? He got on the shit. He took the initiative. He went down there to Modesto. He working in the oil fields.
Good job, Flash.
Yeah, kids crave discipline. Kids crave discipline, but now they're taking that away from parents as well, because with that mentality that you just spoke of, that's considered growing up toxic masculine. That's like a father is being too hard on his son. And we understand that those that have survived that from fathers that have done that, we understand there's a
to me. When you need a hug and a kiss, when you need to be nurtured, when you need advice on relationships and all of these things, right, that are in a woman's purview to be expert at, that I'm not expert at because I don't know about that shit and don't want to know about the shit, right? Go see your mama. And you know what she said to me? And she's 27 years old, man. She said, oh, like I really just told her some shit, right? And so now she got it. So now when she called me, right, what she told Dad, I'm finna start this mobile bartender service. I need help. How do I get my corporation started? I want to get my business account. You know what I'm saying? She calling me for that type of shit, and she calling her mother for what should she wear tonight.
Right. because there's a rule. Because there's a role, and that's another thing. Gender roles. People want to get rid of gender roles.
But it's a science to being a father. There's a science to being a mother. There are things innately characteristic to a mother that she does far more expert than the father can do. Period. There are same equal innate abilities that a father can do that the mom just can't do. Listen, when I talk to my son, this is when he was kids, when he's 25 now. Man, when I talk to him, I get a different Jason. I don't get the same person that my mother get when she talked to him, that his mom get when she talked to him, that his sister get when this nigga know I hit this nigga right in his jaw and break it. He know. So when he deal with me, he dealing with me with a more cautious understanding and a more respectful tone.
Yeah.
Because imminent danger is present. It's present, bro. It's present. It's ever present. Imminent danger. You will comply. You will be the man that I'm raising you to be, or I'm breaking you in that process. Right? It's not if you want to be. Hey, Jay, if you want to be the good man that I say you need to be, if you want to have a work ethic that I say you want to be, do you think this fool wanted to get up and clean his room? No. You got to get up and make him clean his room.
Yeah.
Make him do his homework, right? Make him do what you want him to do until it becomes habit. So being a lazy parent is the decay of American society.
Yeah.
Not black society, American society.
Right.
Your lazy ass don't want to wrestle with your kids. You don't want to go through it with your kids. You don't want to have the confrontation. So you pacify your kids. Your kids grow up with this dumb belief that they get their way all the time. And now the society got to deal with your dumb ass kids because you was lazy.
Lazy
Pretty
parent.
much.
Hey,
Thank you for nothing, America.
Locos World says OG and the Dope Raiders has spitting a lot of facts. He said he's spitting a lot of facts though. I'm thankful for the homie PBR put me onto y'all show. Us OGs are the last of the real breed. Y'all topics, let me say all topics y'all cover been on point. Many folks gotta wake their game up.
Right on, Locos.
Gang on the lights. Yeah.
Yeah, we appreciate that. That's why we having this conversation.
Yeah.
It might not necessarily be the most entertaining because it's not drama filled, but this is something that you need in order for you to really survive in this world. And we know as men, we really don't have like a space that we get together and collaborate and talk like this. So that's what this is all about. We just kick. This is a session that we always kick when we together, right?
Yeah.
Locos, my name is JAS D from the V, man. You know what I'm saying? Your friendly neighborhood player partner.
For all y'all that don't know, this is the JAS D man that make music. He produced a lot of my music. You know what I'm saying? JAS D. You know what I'm saying? We just locked in. You feel me? That's my cuz. You know what I'm saying? He front me the beats, and I put him on the streets. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he did the Tell Me track. He did the Lost Souls. He did that video. That video kind of going up right now, and it's doing good numbers too. JAS D that they shooting featuring my little cousin Trey Pounds.
Yeah, that's
shit
slap.
going
Shout
up
out
right
to Trey
now.
Pounds.
I don't
What's
know
up,
what's
cuz?
going on, but wherever y'all slapping that, man, keep slapping that,
You
man.
need to come on and do an interview.
Nah, what we need to do is get a venue and do these songs live for these people so these people can enjoy the music.
Right.
Also,
Gang.
it need to be playing low key in the background.
I can agree with that. So Flash, I mean, thanks for hacking in. What did you got? Any last words or anything else you want to share? Because we appreciate your time for sure, bro.
Shout outs where they can. You got
yeah, man.
whatever, Twitter, all that.
Oh yeah, man. No, I appreciate y'all bringing me in. Like that's what everything my man said in the back with the Raiders hat.
Yeah,
it's
JAS
like-minded
D,
brothers.
man.
Like we got to come together. JAS
Yeah,
D,
man.
gotcha. We got to come together and dialogue more because it's like believe it or not, it's some young brothers out there that want this information. I made a post. I'm trying to see. It might have been back in April or May. But just to long story short, I was like, we always on the young generation about, oh man, y'all, y'all little MFs doing this, y'all little nigga, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, let me take another approach. And I tagged everybody that I knew that was 30 and up. And I was like, yo, I said, let's drop some game on the young brothers, you know what I'm saying, to prep them or at least give them the opportunity to avoid some of the mistakes that we all made as a collective. I was like, because in order to improve the generation that's going to be here when we get on that other side, I was like, we can't keep tearing them down. You know what I'm saying? We got to give them the game, because it's like how I was raised. It was like knowledge speaks, wisdom listens, understanding is visual. So it's each one teach one. It's like,
That's what
we can kind of harangue them a little bit. I said, we can harangue them a little bit, but it's like at the end of the day, when they come to you, be like, hey, how do I handle this situation? They gonna bring the problem. We got to give them a solution.
For sure.
Open dialogue.
Yeah, no, we appreciate that. We appreciate that for
sure. Open dialogue, man.
Open dialogue.
Open dialogue. That's what we want for everybody of all ages. Everybody of all ages, man, right?
But not only open dialogue, computing, understanding. You feel me? So you don't have to have the dialogue again.
Well, no.
A lot of people like to have a dialogue.
So hard-headedness is a part of entertainment, number one, but informing, number two. So when you put out information, the expectation that the information is received and digested and understood and computed should not be initial. It shouldn't be, okay, soon as I tell cuz this, he got it. You feel me? That's not what we doing. What we doing, bro, is we putting out the information and we being patient and we being understanding if they might not see it.
Yeah, the first.
Feel me?
Yeah, the first time. That's cool.
Because no. It don't matter how many times. Because listen, how many times did it take Harriet Tubman to free the slave before they actually got free?
I got one better. How many times did you betray God and had to say, forgive me?
Before you got it right.
Too many times.
You feel me?
Too many times. So this is why the moral to the story, brothers and sisters, do not keep score.
Right.
Do not keep score.
Okay?
Do not keep
The
score.
world gonna do that. The world gonna tell you you doing good, you doing bad. The world gonna tell you whatever the world gonna tell you. What you need to tell yourself is stay in the fight.
And stay focused.
You understand? Stay in the fight and keep going, man.
All right, so don't let this be the last time that you jump on. I mean, thanks for coming in this time for sure, because I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get us up there so that way we can have these conversations, because it's a lot of people that's out here that really need to hear, and there's a lot of people actually talking about it too. So thanks for hacking in, Brody.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no doubt, man. I appreciate you giving me that link, brother, man. Salute.
Right, man, tap in anytime, brother. We show like you the way you chime in, man, because you chime in a real way, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Indeed, brother, man. Hey, best of luck to all y'all good brothers, man. Keep up that good work.
Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So now we about to just get into some music that's done.
Got y'all moves. This how we do it.
This from my Boss Player Volume 1 album. This called Oh Boy. Oh Boy. Right? JAS D, Big Mel, Don Black, Lil Uzi.
What's happening, man?
Oh Boy.
You might whip it and so it, watch them tricks, hoe it and fold it like some big faces. Spill a chaser, game baser, and flow track lacer. Straight clicking like a child who lighter, like pepper. Trick zipper, like club stripper, boss hogger, love fader.
It's real big player.
Never laced and get it, a trick bait. Thugging, me mugging, cross game laser your boo. Got your woman picture like I'm Elmer Blue. What? Laser. Buzz fall off. We gon' boss till the buzz fall off, cousin is real.
You ain't even seen the hate.
Oh boy.
$100,000 in cash.
Oh boy.
It ain't stressed out on the floor.
Oh boy.
You know how real folks get that down. This shit is coming, so I do not have to go.
Oh boy.
Whoever you ride with, make sure you real cutthroat. Let's there one more time to get straight. Recognize you can't let my true roll. Even if we wasn't able, we still keep it plugging like Chuckle Case. Pulling out the gun, headed out of your state. Ain't no fable, straight out the heart of the valley, Joe. Where the Mars get pumped, through in the trunk, roll around with the slumps, moving on the stick and the scalp. Can you relate to the true fetters? Thugs slash gangsta, that's going won't get us. Real deep boys, we talking about actual bone pillars. Couldn't be no more realer. How you figure we was wrong? That's why you in the position you in, sucking and crying on my chrome. Plenty bodies being hold on. Since I collab with BMG and infamous
all action, no speaking. Strictly the reason the squares wind up leaking. Do what you gotta do, but don't be no blame. I'm using this game for bread and water, man. What you need to do is break it down like we do in the B-Town. My cousin Mel, Sandman, Lil Italy, and John Black is standing with me. Jabbar Brown and my brother Bruce is coming through, man. And that's old Goose. All you squares, speaking in tongue. I'm trying to tell you, partner, I'm not the one. We from Vallejo and look at where we took it in the ghetto in the world. Make a date and we book it. We don't be there bouncing. We there for crossing with a big booty tender. We'll get knocked off and never crossing the dime. Not a nickel or a cent. I bust for conversation, boy, I represent. That's right, that's right. I represent. I bust for conversation, boy, I represent.
You ain't even seen the head. $100,000 in cash. And it ain't stretched out on the floor. You know how real folks get that dough. You see the homicide through the house of the store. Whoever you ride with, make sure you real cutthroat. Let's see there one more time to get straight. Recognize you can't let my true roll.
I'm about this grind, trying to maintain. The come up continues, ain't nothing changed. Roll the dice on the top, betting collie sacks. With Greenleaf Vegas, that's bomb back. God, please forgive me for being a slinger. Boy, I'm hook a fast thriller and living in danger. The business is mobile, the fence is lurking. Smoke in the air, I'm always working. Triple gold, they told us when I roll up on you. Born and raised in Vallejo, California. We chase big cabbage, we catch it often. Jurassic Park living, aka Big Boston.
You ain't even seen the head. $100,000 in cash. And it ain't stretched out on the floor. You know how real folks get that dough. You see the homicide through the house of the store. Whoever you ride with, make sure you real cutthroat. There one more time to get straight. Recognize you can't let my true roll play.
Nobody's fault but yours.
Exactly.
I want to send a big super motherfucking big go shout out to my big cuz JAS D of UGP, man. Underground Players, Underground Posse, man. Straight out the
JAS
beat.
D, Captain
What they know about
Graybeard. Yeah, said he was acting like Superman, man. So you need to catch these bullets with your teeth, you little bitch. We ain't playing with you, nigga. We'll fuck you up. I thought you did, nigga.
Yeah, we're fucking around.
Biggest these what you need, kill weed, name eyes bleed. Me and my niggas hella cheat. Me and my niggas ready to feed. Crossing up gang, blade, ass, stacking fucking mark. Whole guppy, bitch, gate, activist type motherfuckers to the sharks. My profession is my heart. And me and my counterparts came to spark it, not bark it, but started for some yardage. I'm not just an artist, and I might not be the hardest, but I'll let one go right in the middle of this function. Paul played if you bitch made it, we ain't never had discussion. I really ain't even cussing. I'm just spitting real shit over beats I made. Some get your ghetto pass took, bitch type shit. Know my niggas don't like this. 10 seconds before I grab the pen to write this, the mic is my friend. Bittersweet and damn near deadly. Getting big in this game, me and your team better be ready. Stay heavy. In a boss, flip the script on the law. Come up so quick, it's sick, and then I applause.
I'm a UGP underground player. Love my city so much, I might run for mayor. RICH HMOND. If you slide through the rich, better not slip on the grease. You acting like Superman and catches bullets with your teeth. Surrounded by police in the middle of the street. DOA, wash his blood off the concrete. I told them homicide people, they gon' have to confine me. I will put a nigga down like a bitch walking the razor. Song in the road and hit him like I'm in the blazer. Shock his ass like a taser, zap his ass with a laser. Then cut his ass up, DJ Cross Fader. Park in his bridges, on my way to Jason Dixon. Called him, told him on my way I'm coming from Richmond. He said it's good. So we got it understood. Niggas who get out of line get chopped up like wood. It's the 510 to the 707. Low Town, all the way to the Crest Street. You Pinocchio, you wish you was a real boy, but you not because you let niggas play with you like a toy.
Let me tell you one thing about that nigga Black. Got a problem with me, got a solution for that. Catch me on Scoville in my black cats, but I'll meet you where you at. That's fat. Nigga, don't say shit, you won't say it to my face. Only thing between us, opportunity and space. Niggas walking around like they weed is lace. Slow it down, my nigga, black. Nah, pick up the pace. Niggas acting in front like they wig is lace. Fuck with me, wig all over the place. Like Sally, use a bitch, nigga, fix your face. Thought I could count on niggas, but the bunch was fake. Took it on the chin, but it didn't break. High collection called teared up like wedding cake. Dispensary license, now it's time to beg. Now you tell me who needs to stand in A.
Freestyle, man.
Hey, I just want to thank you for coming in, Jace.
Man, for
Hey,
sure.
you mean
Thank
so
you for
much.
having
Hey,
me.
on the real though, you mean so much to brothers like me. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with a father and the whole thing. And the thing about it is, I know how important it is to have brotherhood that help you push yourself further. And even when I first started the podcast, you told me how to get down. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciate you for that. And I couldn't not do this and not have you come on. And I want to make sure we was right before I brought you on. So people got to see what you all about. I appreciate you. Like you said, you always try to make it what'd you say, a player palace, like for men to when we around you had it where we can do music. You just heard us do music. You know what I'm saying? You got it for us. We play chess. You know what I'm saying? I need to get my chess game up for sure.
Darts now.
All that.
So we got the dart tape. We got the dartboard up. We got 4 chess tables, right? African pieces imported from Africa, right? And we play chess because we strategize on how to outthink people, right?
Yep,
so
that's all we do.
I like to respond by saying thank you, Brother Black. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't even think I was gonna have this much fun sitting here chopping it up like this. You know what I'm saying? But it was awesome, man. And so what I think was the most profound for me was somebody out there in the world hear what we talking about, and they feel that shit because they see it the same way. Yeah. Everybody ain't crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's some crazy motherfuckers out there.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't crazy, man. It's some straight up cats out there, man, that peep game like you peep game, right? Yeah. They really want to chop it up with you. If you make music, they want to hear your music.
Brother Flash, just like
Brother Flash. Thank you, Brother Flash, for coming and tapping in, and the offering of conversation and knowledge. Yeah, the brother poured out to us, man.
Because I learned something
right?
from Flash.
I did too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's what it's all about.
Like
that's
you said, each one teach one, and
right?
that's what we say. Each one teach one.
Right. I appreciate it, right? And so the okay.
No, you good.
Okay. So yeah, he on the outro, but we might flow, or we might go. He on the outro, but we might flow, or we might go. He on the outro, but we might flow, or we might go.
Hey, y'all. Thanks for hacking in. Go to the YouTube page, subscribe so we can get up gang on the likes. Y'all gonna regret it when we get to Calabasas on that asses.
Yeah, man. I just want to say, man, reach out to me. You can add me on IG, add me at Powerball Rish. I follow back. You know what I'm saying? I'm on Facebook, the same thing, Powerball Rish. I don't do nothing else. All that shit is for kids.
I'm JAS D from the V, right? You can get at me. I guarantee you, if you hit that right there handle on any one of them there social media things, you're gonna see your butt, right? Because all you gotta do is talk some game to me, man. I'm gonna talk it back
all the time,
right? I ain't mad at nobody, at nothing, period.
I gotta make it to the top. I cannot lose.
With Powerball Rish, the co-host, and right now we gotta go. Yay!
We cannot lose.